What is going on, YouTube? We are back with another video, a very important one that has been in high demand recently for me to make a video about this. So we're going to get stuck right into it. Just before we do, I just want to say that I am walking on my treadmill, just like the last video. I don't know if it's going to be the last one or not, depends what way I upload these. But I'm walking on this treadmill. Sorry if you can hear it, it's really annoying. For me at least anyway, but I've seemed to have got the mic adjusted, so it should be okay. I just need to speak a bit louder for you guys, but without further ado, let's get stuck right into this video. So, how to wheel the S&P 500 or SPY on small accounts. Not many people have $55,000 sitting around to run the wheel strategy on SPY. So I'm going to show you the cheat code to be able to do that on pretty much any account size. I wouldn't recommend doing it on an account below $5,000, but if you've got an account up to $5,000, you can run the wheel strategy on this. Now there's a lot of leverage, it's a double-edged sword, so just be aware of that. But let's get stuck right into this and I'll show you exactly how this works. So first of all, we're going to get stuck into a demonstration with SPY. So let's go 30 days out for our example. And let's say we wanted to sell a 0.10 delta put on SPY. Okay, this would pay us $109, and we would it takes away $109, and it takes away 8,400 buying power. So let's work out the percent return on that. So it pays us 109. divided by 8,435. That is still not a terrible return, guys. To be honest with you, that is still really not a terrible return, 1.29% in a month. However, let's now compare this to the cheat code, which is MES micro futures of the S&P 500. You can run the wheel strategy on futures just the exact same as you can on stocks, guys. So let's show you this here now. So if we go back, we go to /MES and let's go a month out. In fact, there is no month out, so we're going to have to redo this. We'll see what dates are similar. 38 days, can we do that? In fact, let's go 24 days. Okay, so let's go 0.10 delta on here. Okay, so 0.10 delta, guys, come on now, look at this. $47 this is paying me, and it's taking away 170 in buying power. Now it is worked on span margin. There's going to be a whole different video on span margin, so you can see the buying power has actually just dropped. It's only requiring 100 buying power for me, guys. So the reason the buying power is different is because every account will have a different sort of buying power depending on what positions that you have open because of span. So, but that is for another video that will come soon. But basically, for most of you guys, this will take around 500 to 600 in buying power to open this. So let's say it takes 500 in buying power and you're making $47. So if I now get the calculator right, so bear in mind that was 1.29% in a month. So now we're going to go 49 divided by 500. 9.8%, guys. 9.8% in 24 days. Now you may be thinking, oh my god, well, I've got a small account. How will I take assignment of this? Look at the size of the contract. No. This isn't like shares, so you know this wouldn't require 537,000 to take assignment of 100 shares, because the way it works is you take assignment of one futures contract, and on this, one futures contract has the value of $5 per point. So to own one futures contract, if I just try and buy a futures contract right now, it'll tell me it's going to take away 647 buying power for me to buy one futures contract right now. However, for most of you guys, it'll take about $1,100 to own one assignment of this. So if you get assigned, it'll take away $1,100 out of your buying power. then you can sell covered calls against it. So let's say you're assigned and now you want to sell a monthly covered call right at the money. Well, 24 days out, you'll get paid $279 for selling a covered call right here. And guys, what is this? This is the S&P 500. That is exactly what this is. This is the S&P 500. That is exactly what you will be owning when you're taking assignment of this. You will own a futures contract of the S&P 500 that you can sell calls against, sell puts against. And this is a massive part of my strategy. You know, my strategy I own is basically based on the futures, ES and MES. ES being the mini, which is 10 times larger than the micros, which is MES. But I usually sell 120 days out. I do have a strategy on my trading plan where I sell 26 DTE every Sunday, and I try and get assigned. So yeah, that is the goal. Get assigned on these, and then every 100 points that this would go up, we would make $500. Plus we could sell our covered calls. Now it obviously works the same on the way down. You've got to be careful of that. But if you're confident that we are in a bull market, this is one of the best ways to grow a small account, especially if you're being very, very safe with your cash secured puts and selling far out of the money deltas. You know, for me, I sell between 0.10 and 0.6 delta. You know, and I haven't been assigned once this year because of how fast we're going up. I wanted to be assigned, but because of how aggressive, I haven't been able to. So the max loss scares a lot of people. Oh my god, look at the max loss. The max loss is, hold on, let me clear this. The max loss if I was to sell a 10 delta is 26,000. Yeah guys, that's just like 50 shares of SPY. So this is basically worth about 50 shares of SPY and slightly more, but I think it would work out to relatively 50 shares of SPY. So for you to see a $26,800 loss on this one contract, the S&P 500 would have to hit 0. And let me tell you something, there would be much larger problems at hand if we were to hit 0 in the S&P 500. You would not be worrying about the market. So yeah, that is, I just wanted to make this very, very quick, guys. If you have any questions, I will do a much more in-depth video on this, but it's very straightforward. It's just the wheel strategy as it would be on stocks, but only on MES. One more thing I'd like to touch on, when it says, for example here, 5 credit. So if I was to sell this and I get 5 credit, that doesn't mean $500. It goes by the value per point. So this has a $5 per point multiplier. So instead of timesing 5.0 by 100 like stocks to get your credit, we are doing 5. So you times 5. 5 times 5 is 25, so you get $25. So if I was to go up here and sell this one, it's giving me 20.25 credit. That is not $2,200 or $2,025 credit. That is $101 credit because of the multiplier that works, because it is a lot smaller than shares. Same as if I was to go to ES. Is it going to load for me? Yep, /ES. And I was to go out here and sell, say for example this one, the 5,400. It is times 50. It's a 50 times multiplier. So instead of it being the really, really low one like MES, like 19.5 credit is actually paying me $975, which is why ES can be so powerful. If we go 35 days out and we sell, this is also part of my trading strategy, a 0.1 delta, guys, 0.1 delta, almost 0.0 delta. Let's go 0.1 delta right here. This pays $57 in a month. It's only taking away $270 buying power, and it's a 4,250 strike. So for me to lose on that, if I was to go to ES, for me to lose on that, I would need a pullback of, in 1 month, the market would have to pull back 25%. I highly, 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 highly doubt that is going to happen anytime soon. And even if it does, my account is well hedged with 1 to 3 ratio spreads, and I should see a profit of about $80,000 if we dump that far with all of my ratio spreads that I have. So thank you guys for watching. Nice quick one. Hope you can understand something about futures wheel strategy. And if you have any questions, make sure to drop them in the comments. Also join the Discord. I post all my futures real strategy trades. I haven't lost a single one in 2 years. It has been my most profitable strategy by a long shot. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next. Cheers.